Imagine a world where everyone wakes up to sunshine. The day begins with a warm beverage and some food for most people. Traffic begins to bustle as people rush to get to work. Now, imagine a world where cows roam the streets, left to fend for themselves. No, this isn't some strange dystopian film. It's actually what one can see in Chennai, a city in South India. In this episode of Stories from the Field, we are going to look at an organization that is working hard to accomplish a mammoth task, from feeding the neighborhood cattle to rescuing and housing them to educating the local community and much more. Stay tuned. Let's go back to the previous scene with cows amidst trash. There is no doubt that big cities are major cultural centers that have thriving art and music scenes with a wider variety of food suiting a diverse population. Given the ecosystem, cities are often devoid of grass that can feed cattle. A very common sight one would find is cows standing near trash cans or garbage area trying to tear open plastic covers with their mouths. Oftentimes, they have difficulty opening them, so they start chewing on them, resulting in choking and dying. While some of these are stray, others do have caretaker who most often lets them go without feeding them. The cows and bulls do stand near fruit or vegetable shops with the hope that someone would feed them, but given the hustle-bustle nature of a city, no one bothers to stop and feed them. And this forces the cattle to feed on garbage. Now, why is this a problem? While resting, cattle bring back the cud, which is partially digested food, into their mouth for regurgitation. However, plastics and other trash items don't necessarily come out, resulting in bloating followed by serious choking, which is life-threatening. Volunteers from the Kanchi Guru Parampara Foundation recognize this problem not only in Chennai but also other cities within Tamil Nadu. They took it upon themselves to practice a couple of techniques before they preached it to the local community. This included collecting vegetable waste from home and local communities to feed the roadside neighborhood cows every day. They struck a deal with the local vegetable vendors to buy low-cost vegetables in bulk regularly. They convinced people who are interested in helping to fund for the cause so they could act on their behalf. Aside from engaging the local community, this organization also continued to create posters and flyers that they handed out regularly to create an awareness of the importance of loving and protecting cattle. One of the major activities of this organization is to offer medical service to injured cows in the local neighborhood. With volunteers stationed in different parts of Tamil Nadu, the organization acts fast and ensures they do everything they are able to protect the life of a cow or bull. They are also open to learning. In one particular incident 2 years ago, the organization saw the death of a cow owing to a pelvic dislocation while transporting her to a safe home. The cow lost her will to live since she was unable to stand up and passed away within 3 days of the injury. Now, cows and bulls are capable of standing for long periods of time, but they can also lose their will to stand up when they are unwell. It is absolutely important for a cow or a bull to stand up, for if they are unable to, then it's only a matter of time before they give up their will to live and pass away. From a physiological perspective, this is also important so that their own body weight does not put pressure on their organs. Further, this helps ensure that they receive appropriate medical care if they are injured. The incident of a cow passing away because they failed to get her to stand up provoked the organization to research and learn more about cow lifting equipment. A one-time investment on a cow lifting equipment turned out to be a great savior in all their future rescue efforts. Having recognized that very few people were aware about the value of this equipment, they procured and gave away to several other organizations and nearby villages, so no cow or bull died from not being able to stand up. Aside from caring for injured cattle, the organization focuses a major amount of their efforts in rescuing cattle that are about to be sold for slaughter. With over 4 years of on-the-ground experience, this organization has learned and adapted several strategies to intervene and move a cow or a bull to a safe home. They have an end-to-end system in place that will allow one to track and determine the most recent update for a rescued cow or bull. Check out the link in the description to watch a brief video of one of their most recent missions rescuing 131 cows and bulls auctioned at a government farm. One might wonder if there are enough homes for all the cattle that can possibly be rescued from slaughterhouses. The shelter managed by this organization soon lost the ability to house more cows or bulls, which is when they started collaborating with other cow shelters. The volunteers from this organization recognized the risk that they would push these other shelters into if they just dropped off more cattle, for the shelter is also going to run out of resources. Now, not every cow or bull sold for being slaughtered is old, unproductive, or unwell. In fact, some are very young and super productive. When it came to thinking about a sustainable and viable solution, the organization pivoted on their approach and identified a mechanism that involved the local farming community. They worked within their network to build a trusted farmer community that was open to leasing and caring for cattle, while the cattle assisted the farmers with agrarian practices. This served three important needs. It did not put pressure on the cow shelters, it accelerated the acceptance for organic farming, and it also offered support for the poor and needy farming families. Check out the link mentioned in the description to read more about everything the organization does, from detailed reports on rescue missions to their personal learnings in protecting and loving cattle. While the organization has been doing an amazing job at not only practically implementing acts of love and protection, they are heavily dependent on financial support. Every dollar counts and helps the organization to act. Please visit their website linked in the description to support their work. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed learning about the Kanchi Guru Parampara Foundation and everything they do, as I did making the video. Let me know in the comment section what other organizations you would like me to explore and make stories about. As always, please like and share the video, and be sure to subscribe to this channel for more such stories.